Preview review for episode 131 of Dragon Ball Super, the final episode, the finale of the Tournament of Power. With only one episode left, there is still so much to talk about in this series. If you just watched episode 130, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But don't worry guys, in this video, I will be talking about all the things we need to pay attention to round out this incredible saga of Dragon Ball Super. For example, I'm gonna talk about the return of Android 17 and what that means for the end of the tournament. I'm also going to talk about who is going to win this tournament. Is it Jiren or is it Team 7? In addition to that, guys, I will be touching on the wish. What wish are we likely going to see from Super Shenron at the end of episode 131? All that and more coming up. But before I get into it, just real quick, guys, my name is Dooley. You can find me at youtube.com/Dooley. But you won't just find me, you will also find hundreds of Dragon Ball Super videos and a community of over 64,000 Dragon Ball Super fans. A growing family, and you are welcome to join. You can do so by clicking the subscribe button below this video or the link in the description. If you do decide to do that, then welcome. Welcome to the family in advance. Also, guys, Dragon Ball Super episode 130 was crazy. I just got through watching it. I was shocked, and I know a lot of you guys were too. The review for that is coming right after this video. Look for a card at this point in this video when that review is finally up. All that said, let's hop into this preview review. Hey, it's me, Goku. Did I lose? No, the fight ain't over yet. We've still got our final ace in the hole. The extraordinary, shocking climax that'll decide fate of all will make every universe tremble. Next on Dragon Ball Super, the miraculous conclusion, farewell Goku until we meet again. Don't miss it. Alright, let's go through that again, this time with some analysis. Alright, let's stop right here real quick. Let me just say this right off the bat. Kudos to Jiren in episode 130 of Dragon Ball Super. Technically, he won the fight against Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. Goku could have won, but he took too long to knock Jiren off. And because Goku had to deal with the repercussions of using Ultra Instinct that often, Jiren won that one-on-one fight. That being said though, Jiren is almost completely out of stamina, and I think going forward he's essentially running on fumes. He doesn't have his aura here, and this looks like he's just going off of sheer willpower. That being said, it looks like at the beginning of episode 131, Jiren's opponents are going to be Frieza and Android 17. Oh, I'm gonna be talking about Android 17 in a little bit. Don't worry, but let me just get this out of the way first. So, although Jiren is supposed to be much stronger than Android 17 and Frieza at this point, the fact that he's out of stamina puts him in a situation similar to where Goku was when he fought against Kale and Caulifla. We all know Goku was immensely more powerful than them individually, but because he had no stamina, it was a rough fight until Goku bought enough time to finally get back into Super Saiyan God. The problem for Jiren here though is that there isn't enough time left for him to recover stamina. There's only 30 seconds left in this tournament. So either way you look at it, even with his immense power, even though he is much stronger than Android 17 and Frieza at max power, this is going to be an uphill battle for Jiren. Let's keep going. Alright, let's stop right here. Okay, this man on your screen right now, Android 17. When I saw his hand at the end of episode 130, my jaw hit the floor. What the actual F? How is he still on the platform? I don't know what to think about this. This is unbelievable. It turns out when he used his detonation, he didn't know if he was going to survive or not, and to his surprise, he did. And that's all good and dandy, except for the fact that no one else was able to sense his energy at all. Not Beerus, not Whis, not the Grand Priest, not any of the fighters. I'm just having a hard time wrapping my brain around that. And this is no shot at Android 17. If you thought he was MVP before, I think he just solidified his MVP status even more. At the same time though, him showing back up in the tournament at this point, in the final episode, implies that he is going to play a role in how the tournament ends. A bigger role than we all expected. It will not make sense for him to show up at this point with his big return to the battlefield. Having Jiren eliminate him within the next 30 seconds will feel pretty anticlimactic and pointless. I just don't see it happening. I'm going to talk about that more later on in this video, but for now, let's keep going. And of course, Frieza is also back. Let me know if in episode 130, when Goku randomly started to take all that damage, you thought it was Frieza attacking him from behind. That's what I thought. I thought Frieza was putting his plan into action. I thought Frieza was finally betraying Goku, but it turns out that wasn't the case. In fact, the complete opposite happened. For the third time in this tournament, Frieza saved Goku from elimination. So say what you want about Frieza, but so far, he's kept his word and he has been doing his thing for Universe 7. So right here you can see what I said earlier is true. It's obvious that Jiren is struggling against Frieza and Android 17 alone. It doesn't look like Goku has gotten involved yet. Again, Jiren is still without his aura. And like I said, that's likely because he is running off of fumes. He is pushing himself with very little stamina at the moment. Also, take note of the subtitles on your screen right now. It says, "No, the fight ain't over yet. We've still got our ace in the hole." Goku is telling us that Universe 7 still has something planned. So even if Jiren is able to push himself beyond pushing himself, Universe 7 may still be able to deal with it. Guys, let me just say this right now. It's not looking too good for Jiren in episode 131. Let's keep going. And here it looks like Jiren is letting out a huge amount of ki, attempting to push Frieza and Android 17 off the platform, but it looks like these two working together are able to hold Jiren's attack back. It's hard to tell, but from this angle, it almost looks like Frieza is smiling. Guys, either way, I can tell you that the feeling here in this scene heavily implies that this isn't enough to eliminate Frieza and Android 17. Let's keep going though. And right here, this isn't looking too good. It looks like Jiren's attack is managing to break whatever shield Frieza and Android 17 are trying to maintain to protect themselves. But again, I still feel like if this eliminates Android 17, his return will be pointless. So I'm not too worried. I don't think this is enough. And right here, it looks like Jiren just took some pretty solid attacks from that blue key. Usually that solid blue color key in this tournament is coming from Goku. Frieza's key is usually purple and Android 17's key is usually green, and it's likely breaking Jiren's assault on Android 17 and Frieza. You can see it managed to do some pretty good damage to Jiren. He was slapped around a bit and now he is pissed off. His back is against the ropes. And yes, it looks like we were right. Goku is back in the fight. He's no longer in Mastered Ultra Instinct. Obviously, he's in his base form, but apparently so is Jiren. Okay guys, let's stop here for a second because this is a big deal. So on your screen right now, both Zenos, the two Omni Kings, they are announcing the end of the Tournament of Power. Behind them, that gold color, that is Super Shenron, which means that not only is the Tournament of Power officially over at this point, but they've already summoned Super Shenron and they're getting ready to grant the wish of the winner. Guys, in this image, it looks like the Grand Priest is getting ready to make that wish. He just got through listening to the winner's request and he is getting ready to make the wish. Okay guys, let's stop here. At the beginning of this video, I said that I was going to talk about who was going to win this Tournament of Power. And I think this image, this scene on your screen right now, pretty much confirms who the winner of this tournament is. That is because in this screenshot, in my opinion, Beerus and the two Kais are reacting to the wish that the Grand Priest just made. You can say, Dooley, how do you know that? Maybe they're reacting to the fact that Universe 7 just lost and they're about to be erased. And if that's how you feel, fine, but that is not the vibe I am getting from this image. When Ciampa got erased, Beerus played it cool and calm. I think if Beerus was getting erased, he would do the same thing. He would turn around, tell Whis thank you, and he'd go out like a champ. This image is more shock and amusement to me than it is terror and fear. And that's why I think these three are reacting to the wish that the Grand Priest just made in the previous scene. And if that's the case, the fact that they are there to react means that Universe 7 was declared winner of this tournament. Not only that, guys, all the evidence so far, especially after episode 130, strongly imply that Universe 7 will win this tournament. Jiren is completely out of stamina and fighting an uphill battle. He was only able to eliminate one person since Toppo's elimination. That person is Vegeta. What are the chances that now, in the last 30 seconds, when he's completely out of stamina, he's going to turn around and eliminate all three remaining Universe 7 fighters? That just isn't very likely, especially considering the reintroduction of Android 17, alongside the fact that the creators of Dragon Ball Super told us that this series is building up to end in the same way Dragon Ball Z did, and Universe 7 is still here at the end of Dragon Ball Z. All these things heavily imply that the winner of this tournament will be Universe 7. I should also mention here that there is a chance that it can be a draw. Maybe Jiren manages to eliminate Android 17 and Frieza, and time runs out with Goku and Jiren on the platform, and that's why Beerus and the Kais are surprised, because they don't know what to do in the event of a draw. But I think that's very unlikely. Let me just cut to the chase. I think that these guys are surprised and reacting this way because the Grand Priest just wish all the erased universe back into existence. Why would he do that? I think he did that because this tournament proved to Zeno that these universes are more valuable than their mortal level, and so he realized he made a mistake in erasing them. Obviously, those are just my thoughts. I can be wrong, but that is how I see this tournament ended. Let's keep going. And guys, here we see Jiren performing some sort of final attack and Goku charging him. I think this scene was taken from earlier in the episode when Goku rejoined the fight. This is right before he sent those ki blasts at Jiren. I think they just placed this clip at the end of the preview to throw us off a bit. That's pretty common with these Dragon Ball Super previews. But if I'm wrong, let's say this is happening after the Grand Priest summons Super Shenron, then it's likely that Jiren is so upset that he lost that he's just going rogue. I don't think that's the case, but hey, it's a possibility. We did see Jiren try to kill all the spectators in episode 130, so who knows. Last thing I want to address before I end this video, because I know you guys are going to ask, is the title for the next episode. Farewell Goku, until we meet again. Where is Goku going? Who is saying farewell? In my opinion, Goku is going to train. He is going to learn how to master complete Ultra Instinct without that crazy drawback that we saw in this episode. Who is he going to train with? Probably the Grand Priest. Because if it was Whis, I don't think we would have needed to say farewell. Then again, the farewell Goku can be written from the perspective of the audience, from us saying bye to the series until it returns. Either way though, guys, we're gonna find out really soon. Those are just my thoughts on what it means. The last thing I want to say about this episode is that at the end of 131, we are going to get some news about the future of Dragon Ball Super. So make sure you look out for that when 131 ends. Guys, if you made it to this point in this video, go ahead and hit me with a hashtag Goku the GOAT in the comments below. That is all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching this all the way through. I can't believe we're here. I can't believe we're at the end of Dragon Ball Super in one episode. Some of you guys have been following my channel for so long. Don't worry, I'll still be here even after the series ends. As usual, guys, my name is Dooley. Feel free to follow this channel on social media. Links are in the description. Check out the channel Discord. I will be talking to you again real soon. Have a great day. Bye.